Hey, hey, hey. We are live. We are live. So, Battletown, Kentucky. Right where we need to be. In the middle of snowpocalypse. February 2021 edition. That's the funniest part, is it just never stops. Never ends. So I was sitting here bored, just like every other guitar player in the world right now. So I'm just picking it and watching it snow again. So what's everybody doing today? So with all this COVID stuff going on, apparently my musical upgrades I was looking for might not be happening for a while. I guess I'm going to have to order my pickups directly from Greg. Greg Koch, that is. Guitar master of the North Lands. Great inspiration to me here lately as well. Dude plays insane. His son plays drums for him and is like Ginger Baker. It's crazy. And then the dude Toby on the keyboard. That guy's nuts too, man. I'd like to have like a forum eventually of like-minded individuals to discuss musical influences and new finds. Because you're not going to hear nothing on the radio unless you like this new weird shit. If I can't distinguish the bass from an 808, which in the hip hop world everybody knows isn't the tube screamer pedal, by the way. It's a machine that creates loops of beats and whatnot, sounds. I don't dig it. It's not real music. I mean, I know technically it's an entertainment thing. They're technically entertaining, but I just don't get it. I don't get the EMD or whatever, EDM music or whatever. It's just not my thing. And you millennials would probably say, "Oh, go on, boomer." I'm not a boomer. That was my mom and dad. Their generation in the 60s were right there when music exploded. Okay. And then by the time I came around, I mean, music was such a big deal that it was everywhere. I mean, you had all kinds. but not really any dance beats per se, unless you dug disco. But still, even in those days, I think those guys were playing it actually. We had, a drummer and a percussionist and all that stuff, I mean, I'd like to hear your thoughts. There's some people that I talk to like frequently on here in certain chat rooms watching certain people play. Everybody at basically taking a big guitar lesson every Tuesday and Thursday from a stream in Wautosa, Wisconsin. You guys know who you are. Um, I'd like to talk about this stuff between us, like in this setting, where we're all one or all of us start a live stream and we go for it, spreading the good words of like the Cock Marshall Trio. Those guys are awesome. Of course, y'all know them. Huge Blackberry Smoke fan, but well deserved because they've been around since 2000. So, I mean, I heard their first album in 2005 or six after getting divorced. It saved my life. Thank you, Brent Kierton, for that, by the way. He was an early proponent of them way back then. I think Charlie Starr even knows Brent pretty well. Well, everybody except for Brandon. That was before Brandon came along. Um, I think they had some shared tour dates or something like that. Real interesting stories. Some bands from Kentucky, of course, that I dig because they're from Kentucky and they basically did what I've always wanted to do, put Kentucky on the map. Everybody knows Greg Martin and the Kentucky Headhunters and Brother Richard and Brother Fred and all them. Blackstone Cherry. I mean, these guys basically went overseas, had to go overseas. But once they went overseas and they heard what they were playing, they were like, oh my God, kind of like Jimi Hendrix kind of deal. It's like they had to leave hometown to get good, which they always say, nobody likes you in your own hometown, right? I don't know. I've never had to deal with that. If people always were talking shit, it's like they didn't say it to me because I would ask them specifically, how did that sound? What was the mistakes? What do we need to work on? I always tried to be humble. But I mean, if I'm guilty of anything, it's expecting people to do things that I would do, and then it never really happens like that. It's really weird. I don't know. I mean, I think that any kind of discussion about music and stuff like that should be a group thing. There should be opinions. There should be debate, just not name calling, mud throwing, kind of stuff like that. But it seems as if I'm the only one watching this. It is 10 o'clock in the morning, so on the East Coast. But I mean, who knows? I spend my mornings getting my coffee going. Go Cats. Look who won last night in Vandy. That's for all my Nashville friends. Who won last night in Vandy? We almost blew it again. Poor old Wildcats. Can't catch a break this year. They're gonna be a bunch of good kids coming back next year, though. I promise. I don't see none of them players except for the seniors leaving. And yeah, that's even you, Brandon Boston. I just don't think you're quite ready for that yet. You got skills. You're good, but you're not the take over the game kind yet. And that's what it takes to go to the next level. Kind of like music. I mean, Donald McCoy sat here and played his whole life just because of what God gave him, really not trying to learn or improve technique wise or anything like that. I was just like so happy to have a band, so happy to play songs. And a lot of times, songs that I dug, you know, I mean, I could never ever get tired of playing Fortunate Son by CCR. I love that song. Clutch did a killer version of it too. I mean, it's just one of them, you know, and like any ZZ Top song. I love playing ZZ Top. Love it. It's amazing. Oh wow, mailman made it. Mail lady. She's got a 4-wheel drive Honda. She don't mess around. So I guess I got to go get the mail now, or just wait. It's snowing pretty good here today. If I wasn't on the old laptop, I'd show you. For some reason, I guess my phone's too ancient, just like this laptop's too ancient. All my recording stuff here is like 10 years old and wasn't even the best when it was made. So, I mean, if you can see it and hear it, you're lucky, I guess, or unlucky if you can't stand it. But, you know, I just sitting here with the bad example, cigarettes and coffee in the morning. He was like, "Why you still smoke?" I was like, "Man, I really don't know." At this point, I think it's just part of the routine because I hate it. Stinks. First one in the morning is a killer because it's like choke fest. I can't tell if it's the cigarettes or if it's the age that's made me slow down, but probably both. I've quit cigarettes before and saved a lot of money, bought some stuff. I didn't know that the sin tax on them was going to go through the roof. I think my cigarettes, even though I smoke Winston's like my hero Frank Zappa, it's like they're $5 in Kentucky. 20 bucks in New York City, I guess, probably, if you can even get them. Tobacco's not even really a farm thing anymore, very much around here. I mean, there's a few that still do tobacco. I mean, I bought my first Les Paul in 1988 off tobacco and hay money that I made at a neighbor's at my mom and dad's. Had a great big farm. A lot of that's gone now. Over there where mom lives, it's all houses. I remember when I was a kid, you look out there and see like 3 security lights at houses. Now you look over there, it looks like a small city over there. And you're like, big fancy new road went through. Funny stuff. I'd really like certain individuals like Matty K, Sam Stamos, Sassy Cat, a bunch of those people like that that are on here a lot. I'd like to get together and try to make a forum to where we could all just sit and talk about it. Let me know what you think. I think the other dog has to go out now. I hear movement. Yeah, just let me know. Like I said, if I can get anybody to do this, it'd be fun. I think something we could do once a week, like a round table kind of deal. So let me know what you think. Peace.